Hi guys, we're going to take some time today and talk about how you should supervise our illustrious teachers here. But first I'd like to take a moment and thank you for joining our team here at Believe Elementary. Today we're going to talk about supervising the teachers here in the supervisor training. Here is our agenda for today. We're going to discuss why you should supervise, or how supervising should help each teacher. Number 2, we're going to identify the marginally effective teacher. We're going to talk about elements of supervision. We're going to talk about collaboration and directive supervision, and instruction in the classroom. And then we're going to talk about, lastly, how this training will help you. So let's talk about the why. As our assistant principal, you are directed to supervise or help the teachers improve their instruction for the students. And the reason why our goal is to improve instruction for the students is to focus on student success. So, as we focus on student success, we need to identify who we're going to supervise in who we're going to supervise throughout the school year. And we're going to supervise the marginally effective teacher. Those are the teachers who just may fly under the radar. They're not so bad, so they don't really get all of our attention. We tend to focus our attention on the teachers who are, oh my God, why are they teaching? Why are they here? But then we have those teachers who do just enough and stay really quiet. Maybe in the hallway their kids walk in a straight line, but when they get behind those closed doors, nothing is going on. So we don't pay attention to those teachers. And in order to identify the teachers, those teachers, they don't recognize the problems and they don't relate what's going on in the classroom to how their student success. They don't relate those two. So we need to identify how can we find the marginally effective teacher. Those teachers can have a lack of experience. Those are the teachers who maybe first year teachers or 0 to 3 years of experience. They really don't know what to do. They teach by the book, but then they're throwing those students who may have a learning disability. Now they have to modify those lessons, but they don't know what to do. We can have those marginally effective teachers. If they have everybody in the classroom on level learning, they could teach them. But soon as one thing happens, because they don't have that experience to say, oh, let me make this adjustment, or I need to make this change, they don't know what to do. Then we can have the teachers with the lack of knowledge. Maybe they're really good at reading, but we move them to math. Now they don't know math, so how can you teach something when you don't know it? So we can have those teachers that we need to supervise to help with the student success. Then we can have the ones who have difficulty solving problems. They recognize the problem. There is a problem. My students are not learning like they should be, but I don't know how to solve it. I know I need to make these modifications for this student in this lesson, but I don't know how. We have those type of teachers. Then we have the type of teachers with lack of awareness. Sitting in the class, teaching their little heart out. Somebody over in the corner eating an orange. Somebody in the other corner throwing an airplane. But they're teaching exactly how they're supposed to. But they are not aware of anything that's going on in their classroom. Then we have the kind of teachers with a lack of commitment. Those teachers say, I taught it. If the students didn't get it, not my fault. I'm not responsible for the student's success. I'm only responsible if the students, for me teaching. Then I have the lack of a commitment because I didn't get my paycheck. You told me last week I was going to get a raise. I didn't get a raise, so guess what? I'm not teaching like I should be. Or you told me this year I'll have a paraprofessional in my class because I have 90% on level, but that 10% of SPED students that I cannot reach. They're taking too much of my time, but I didn't get the para like you told me I would. So now I'm not teaching. Then you have the burned out teachers. Oh, I've been teaching 25 more years. I got 2 more years until retirement. So guess what? This is going to be an easy year for me. I'm going to lay back. I'm going to chill. I'm going to do the bare minimum. I'm going to teach it. And I'm going to close the book. Not doing nothing extra. If they don't get it, I'm not making a new center, a new intervention game. I'm not doing it. Because I'm tired. I'm just looking forward. I want to coast on to retirement. Then I have the teacher that does not want change. I've been doing this for 30 years. This is the way I've been doing it. I'm not changing. I'm not going back and put all this in, these interventions. I'm not doing all that. This is how I've been doing it. So I'm not changing. So those are the kind of teachers that we need to supervise. We need to monitor those teachers, and we need to observe them and give them and offer them some suggestions on how we can help those teachers, how we can help the students in those teachers' classes be successful. So then there are 3 elements of supervision that we need to focus on. First, diagnose the problem. Can't diagnose the problem if I don't observe you. Observing you is not 10 minutes through the whole school year. Oh, those 10 minutes you look fine. You did the bell ringer, and so I'm going to assume your lesson. No, we have to constantly observe different parts of the lesson. Then we can diagnose the problem. Then we can say, well, here's where I feel you need to reteach this, or maybe add in some more hands-on because your data says that your students were weak in this area. But if you add this to your lesson, guess what? They'll get it. Then after that, we need to give a prescription. How are they going to fix the problem? Now, we gave the diagnosis. The data says your kids are weak in this area. Now, I'm going to give you the prescription. If you add this to it, your kids will soar doing that TEK or that assignment. And then after that, after we have the prescription, we need to get the timeline. We can't say, okay, here's my prescription. This is what you need to do. But you need to do it throughout the year, but I have not really said when you need to do it. So I need to give the teachers a timeline. I need to say, hey, this needs to be done by the close of the month. And don't have your timeline so far down. Don't observe them in January at the beginning. Give them their prescription at the end of January. And then have their timeline. I need to see it implemented in May. Because if you need to implement that strategy, and then it's like an ongoing cycle. You need to observe them and implement another strategy. Give them another diagnosis. So by the end of the year, everything, the whole lesson, you've observed, you gave diagnosis, you gave prescriptions, and you gave timelines. Don't give them a timeline for that one prescription for the end of the year. Now, there are different styles of supervision that require different things. Now, if a teacher is unaware of the problems, they have a small toolkit, low commitment, and low abstraction then we need to have a collaboration type style of supervision where we are not collaboration, directive supervision, where I am giving you, we're not negotiating. I am the decision maker. I'm telling you what we're going to do. And then if your teachers need a collaborative style, they're aware of some of the problems, but they don't know how to solve them. I'm here to offer you suggestions. We're going to collaborate on, maybe we can do this. We're going to throw around ideas. While I'm still leading the discussion, we're going to throw around the ideas. And then in your classroom, instruction in your classroom, let them know I'm only here to observe you, to make your students' success better, to make you a better teacher. I want to make you feel comfortable, and I want to offer suggestions and to give to you to help your instruction in the classroom. So your supervision style, so your observations should go like this. You want to have a pre-op, an observation. Then you want to collect and analyze data. Then you want to have a post-conference. And then post-conference is where you're going to offer your diagnosis, and then your prescription, where you're going to tell them what you saw, what you did not like, and how I'm going to offer some suggestions depending on your style, if it's collaborative or directive or what the teacher needs, how we're going to be able to help you. This training is to help you in the classroom, help you become a better supervisor, and help you build trust amongst those teachers that you are going to supervise, the marginally effective teachers. Have a great school year, and I hope you look forward to your supervision. See ya.